Hello and welcome back to Paranormal Teach, where we explore all things haunted dolls. Today I am so excited to introduce you to a haunted doll that has completely changed my life and my perspective on haunted objects in general, and that is Willow. Willow is extremely different. She originally came from a woman who swore up and down that her charms were changing, and she was getting pretty upset about it. She had known the doll was haunted because she could hear her talking to her in her head. Of course, her family thought she was crazy, but they got really concerned when this woman began to get angry with the doll over the charm switching. This woman's daughter contacted a paranormal investigation team and sent in the doll, and everyone just loved Willow from the get-go. She straight up told them that she had been messing with that woman for weeks and she had to get out of there. It really takes a lot to make a person like Willow want to leave your home. She doesn't care who you are, she's going to shine in your house and make things much different for the better. But if you are a bigot, hateful, or mean to your loved ones, she is definitely going to let you know about it, and she does not sugarcoat it. Willow tried talking to the woman. She tried everything, and when she realized that the woman would never listen to her, and certainly would never change, she began to mess with her ever so slightly at first. And hey, you gotta give it to her because it worked. She has a very divine presence to her, and she almost feels like a forest spirit or a celestial being. She certainly has the energy we all strive to have when we walk into the room. Bright, shining, all-knowing, all-seeing. She is magic from her head to her toes. I mean, look at her. She can pop right into your head and talk to you as if you have known her all of your life. She does not expect much, but common human decency is at the top of her list for sure. Her previous caregiver did not have that. Willow's big issue was with how that woman treated her family. Her daughter did confirm that she was not the nicest person in the world, especially to her son, who is gay. Willow was not having any of that. And honestly, I strive to be like Willow when I pass on. All it takes is common human decency to be her best friend. She is the change that she wants to see in the world. She has traveled all over, as you can tell by her charm collection. She has carved cinnabar from China, trinkets from South America and France, and beads from the Middle East on her dress. She has dabbled in every school of thought you can ever imagine, and then some. She is wiser, smarter, and more capable than most humans I know. All it takes is basic, common human decency to be close with Willow. This woman marched for the civil and human rights. She knew important people. She had a brownstone house in Chelsea, and she was a truly special woman when she was alive. Willow lived vivaciously in the 60s and 70s, and she died in the early 80s, but will not tell anyone how old she was. Whenever we ask, she always says, "It doesn't matter, I'm here now." She had lived a very complete life, especially in her later years. She was an artist, and she painted in the part with several other artist friends. She threw parties, and she traveled all over the world up until her last day. She feels ageless and timeless, and she is definitely here with a purpose. There is way more to her than meets the eye, though. It is as if she is steeped in magic and heavy with wisdom. She is such a powerful woman, and she has this spiritual magnetism that hits everyone who walks in the room. People are drawn to her. She is a message board, and she says that she has been able to talk to the dead since before we were even born. A lot of her artwork was inspired by things she saw through the veil. She says when she crossed the veil, she realized she could cross back and forth, unlike most of the others there. She said that they seemed stuck and always tried to get her to find their loved ones. She truly feels like one of those people who has one foot in this realm and one in the multiverse. Not only can she help find ancestors and help contact the dead, but she also brings things back, like trinkets. We have had so many strange trinkets in the house that she says are gifts from the other ones. Some are small, like beads and charms, and others are larger, like bracelets and pieces of silver or crystals. They always end up next to her or near her, sometimes in her charm bag. Willow is an amazing psychic oracle. She has access to more than one realm. Her predictions have never been wrong, and she will spend hours giving us advice. The visions and dreams she has shared with us are intensely powerful. She reaches into us and knows who we are and what we need right at any given moment. The dreams that she gives us are breathtaking. It's as if you were just plopped back into your bed after a trip around the universe in a UFO. You seriously begin to question your own reality. She laughs loudly enough to be heard with no tools, and if you are not ready for that or used to it, it can freak you out a little bit. Willow communicates with us through Ouija, pendulum, meditation, telepathy, and intense dream weaving. She is also good on the spirit box, but usually she just comes on to tell us to go get a more old school divination tool, which is quite funny. She can be overwhelming for many people, but if you think of her as just a very loud, very worldly, very artsy hippie witch, then she fits right in and it's no big deal. Willow is a spirit guide on purpose. She knows we want to come to her for advice and guidance, and she is happy to provide it to us. Willow is the type of spirit that you would want to consult with before any major life changes, and we do just that. She is always up to help us and help us look at things in a new way. She can help evaluate quiet spirits. She can help with all kinds of readings. She is really skilled at tarot in particular. She's a people reader, and she acts like a grandmother in all of the ways that count. She can just watch you from the corner and keep your house in order if that's what you need from her. But if you hear her, her words are very important, and it is vital that you listen to her. Willow sees everything and knows more than we do. She has given us warnings on people months before we ever even see that there's an issue with them. Her energy is like dancing on a bed of stars. She likes to call herself an old hippie witch, and with that comes a love of great music. She loves 60s folk music. She holds the respect of every different type of spirit in our house, which is amazing considering all of the different kinds of viewpoints and personalities that we have here. There's a distinct feeling with Willow that at any moment she's going to be manifesting as a full-size human woman right in front of us, looking exactly like her vessel. She is absolutely amazing and has changed our lives in so many different ways, and we could not be more grateful to have these experiences with her. Thanks for learning about Willow, and subscribe for more haunted doll stories.